Aston. Well, I was born in Ladywood, but I was brought up in Aston, not far from the centre. The glazier, and he helped to glaze the fire station in Birmingham. Yeah, he was a glazer for years. He was a foreman glazer for years. That was all over the place. Yeah. Hilda and Albert. They was both Birmingham. Blitz happened, we'd moved to Aston because I was born in Ladywood, but we moved to Aston before the Blitz started. And then we had to have the cellar reinforced and all that, you know. No, it just happened, yeah. At night, we used to come out of school and go down the cellar that they'd made into a shelter. So we didn't see much of daylight only at school. Well, they sounded a siren and then they come. And we got up one morning and they bombed all. We had a woodyard by us, and over the woodyard there was a row of houses, and the houses was flat. Yeah. We heard them. My mum used to put a pillow over her head and scream when the bombs were dropping. And they said that's why I'm so frightened of thunder, because of the bangs. Oh, yeah, yeah. Really bangs, you know. They dropped bombs all over Birmingham. Some, it was quick. Others lasted a long time. I suppose more planes come in and some went out. It was always at night. One day we just got into the shelter at school and they machine gunned all the playground. No, because we was in the shelter. It was brick, and we used to have to take sugar and cocoa mixed together and take it into the shelter. Nuts and raisins in case we was in there a long time. We all had our name on our thing. Oh, there was loads of us. And we had to stop in there till the all clear went. Like the siren went to tell you the raid was coming, and then the all clear when it was over and you're safe. Horrible, innit, Nick? The siren. You know, like a bull, like a factory bull, like that. Yeah. We thought it was hilarious. We used to come out of school and down the shelter, and the little boys that come down that was in our yard, they used to say, we hope there's another raid and we can come back. How a bomb would sound. Just an explosion, you know. Quick. Oh, yeah, vibration. And it shook the houses. Yeah, it's horrible. I wouldn't like to live through another war, Nick. It's horrible. Well, I used to cry when I see our mum with the pillow over her head, and she'd scream, you know. Oh, used to make me cry. Yeah, we could hear the gunfire and the sirens, the spotlights. They used to be all over the sky. If we went up, you could see it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes Dad would fetch us, come and have a look at the spotlights, you know. Yeah, have a look, and then run back down. And when my dad used to go, he used to be, what did they call it? He used to fire watch a lot, look for bombs drop in, and then they'd take the hydrants and put the fires out. And he was round what we called the retreat, and he was stood by a garage, and they bombed the garage, and the man that was stood with him was plastered like that against the garage wall. Upset my dad. He said he wondered he didn't go as well. No different really, Nick. You could pick the odd shrapnel up off the ground. The bombs would explode and drop the shrapnel. And but everywhere else just looked the same, you know. Some was partly standing, and the stairs was all open, you know. It had blowed that wall down, like you could see the staircase, and yeah, queer. Like I said, a lot of shrapnel about, and bombs and the planes, if they shot a plane down. Yeah. No, we never see that. That's right. The cellar was under the stairs. We used to go down the cellar. They reinforced it all. They put big girders and poles in the cellar because Mum went down the day they done it, and it was alive. They put it on a wire, and they said she was lucky. If she'd have touched anything, you know, that she'd have been no more. So we had to have them back, and they had to alter it all. To put it on a live wire or something when they erected it. But you'd have thought it had got them as well, wouldn't you? Unless it didn't sort of connect till after. Well, Mum hated the war. She hated it. If we had a raid, some weeks you wouldn't have one, and then another week you could have 3 or 4. It varied. Yeah, we'd all go back to bed when the siren or clear went, and then we'd have to get up again when the siren went again. Well, it was all rationed, look. So we had ration books and things. Oh, I was nearly leaving school. Yeah. I'd be about 12, 13, because I left when I was 14. It was 5 years, Nick. It went on. It was a long time anyway. Bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
And Coventry, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coventry.
My auntie lived there.
Yeah.
Coventry, and so when I went back from my grand's, the house was bombed to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she didn't like the thunder.
Oh, God, I'm terrified of thunder. Well, I ain't so bad now, am I, Cal?
No, she ain't so bad. Like
No.
me, when I lived, when I was there, we used to sit in the cellar
Yeah.
with well, I called it the cellar, the windows.
Yeah.
Down there. Make her a cup of tea.
I used to drag Carol in with me. But I luckily, I must have grown out of it. Because I ain't quite
she
so
ain't half
bad.
as bad now.
No.
God, you was terrified when Tony was alive, and you?
Yeah,
I remember him taking her to work with a coat over her head.
Yeah, he used to take me to work and say, "You'll be all right, you'll be all right." Put a coat over my head.
And they even give you injections.
Give me
acupuncture you had, didn't you?
Acupuncture you had, didn't you?
What was it?
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture.
Oh yeah, I had acupuncture. No, it cured me stinky feet. But it never cured me of thunder. I used to have a bath, come downstairs, and they used to say, "Your feet smell." And after I had this acupuncture, they didn't smell anymore. Very similar to that. But a load used to go all together. Oh, it used to din your brains out. Oh, there was a siren on every factory. Yeah, a lot of factories. The bottom of our mum's was a wood yard, and then beyond that was Miller's lamps. You know, Miller's torches and lamps. Big factory was the bottom of our mum's street, like. Reflectors and for big things like cars, reflectors. And no, touch wood. No, none round by us. Was there a lane?
No. We used to go and play on the bomb building.
Yeah.
Right over the back.
That's right.
We used to call it the bomb building.
Mm-hmm. Probably factories, yeah. Because that's why Coventry was bombed, wasn't it, for factories. I mean, the old fire station, that was bombed. That's why Dad worked on this new one.
He put the glass in, didn't he?
Yeah. They didn't go on long, Nick. They dropped the bombs and then they gone, sort of thing. They didn't hang about, come back, refuel and come back. Sometimes you could see a German plane with his lights on because they'd come low to drop the bombs. No, you couldn't see that. Just lights, you know. And by the sound of them, a German used to go brrr, gap, brrr, but ours seemed to carry on. Used to say that's one of the Germans. No, there was in the park, a bit away from our houses. They was all in the park. Oh yeah, you could hear the guns going off. And I don't know.
You seemed to panic more, didn't you? Because I think more when you was on your own.
Yeah,
that you was on your own. But when she had company, I think you weren't so bad when you had a bit of company. And when you stopped it, when you hear it all the time with the lane, I suppose it's because it's company, isn't it?
I remember my granddad was born after the Second World War. Well, he didn't serve in it, but he was well into like Spitfires, all the planes, and he's lived and seen. He said I saw 30 or 40 Spitfires in the air with the Fat Alberts, like about 10 of those up, and he said it's so overwhelming it made him physically like emotional and want to cry because it's just so loud and intimidating.
Yeah,
all
day was loud.
It must have been awful.
God, my brothers used to lap it up. They loved it. Oh God, yeah, that was terrible when we see all them houses flat. But luckily nobody was killed. The schools closed part of the time. We used to have to go in different front rooms to be taught. That's why I don't know nothing.
Oh, Joan, no, I wouldn't say that. You taught me a lot.
go to people's houses and say, can we borrow your front room for teach these few kids, you know. A bit, yeah. Because during the war, people seemed a lot happier in the shops and that, you know.
I can remember when I used to go up to Birmingham to Nan's to stop, she used to walk me miles.
Oh, God, yeah.
She'd walk miles. And if she saw smoke, she'd walk miles to see where the fire was.
Yeah.
To go and see the fire.
She was obsessed, our mum was. And everybody used to be friendly with everybody, you know. And I can always remember our dad taking me to see a Mrs. Butts, her name was. Oh, and she was dying, and our mum did not have shouted at him for taking me in there.
He used to make mince pies for all the houses.
Our dad was a chef in the army. 15 houses there was, and he used to make all their mince pies.
War?
War.
I mean, during the war.
Did you used to go in the shelter?
Yeah, night shelter, yeah.
Yeah.
We only went once, and we couldn't get in.
I couldn't get in.
Well, we had to go back home.
Leeds, yeah.
And we got under the table. They tried to get bamboo, which made ammunition, which were cross gates, were about 3 or 4 miles from us. But the boat not far from us. And we went next day and had a look. But houses were missing.
She was
Youngish.
only a baby.
Yeah. We used to go to school with a gas mask.
And when I first had a gas mask, it was a Mickey Mouse one.
Yeah.
It had blue and red and a long tongue and
Oh, we had
really?
the common ones up there. We couldn't afford them.
I used to have a posh bag to put it in, and you had to take it everywhere with you. In case they dropped gas.
Gas. Yeah.
No, I
No,
didn't.
it'd been
I don't
dangerous, wouldn't
think
it?
so.
We used to have. We used to live on a street, and there used to be a bloke come round. Shut that curtains, because a light. You see,
Oh,
you could
I
see
used to.
in the dark. You know.
Put that light out.
Draw that curtain.
The wardens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wardens.
ARP. Aye, the good old days then. You don't have a mum,
Oh,
you
you-
used to
you
take
had-
them with you.
But you had to try them. They
Oh,
used to
aye.
have an hour where
They
you...
used to fog up when you
Yeah.
read. They used to.
And the babies, they used to go in like a tunnel.
Tunnel,
And they had to keep on
pumping.
giving air into the tunnel, you know.
And the sweet
Horrible.
coupons. Remember the sweet coupons? No.
The what?
Sweet coupons.
Oh, sweet
Sweet
coupons,
used to have
yeah.
tea.
To sell mine.
I think D were 4 ounce and E would 4 ounce for E, and other were 2 ounce. So you used to get so many a month.
Yeah. Yeah,
Clothing coupons.
I used to sell them.
Yeah, clothing coupons.
Did they used to do powdered eggs? Somebody said something about eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Powdered
Powdered
eggs.
eggs.
That's
yeah.
all you could get was powdered
Yeah,
eggs.
powdered eggs. Yeah.
Dried eggs.
Everything were loose. Sugar were loose.
Yeah.
Butter used
Well,
to
I
go.
can remember the sugar in the blue bags.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
That's when they come in blue. But it were loose, used to be.
Oh.
And then butter was loose as well, used to give you a slam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We couldn't afford butter, it were margarine.
They used to have pats.
Or it
didn't
were
they?
lard. We used to have lard.
Used to have a lard sandwich, which...
And we only used to put trimmings up at Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Start putting them up.
And the tree.
And the tree. Bit of dates. Bananas used to be scarce.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Used to queue for bananas, didn't they?